Alright, so I'm playing against this guy, slightly higher rated, and I'll try d4. So let's see. Queen's Gambit. We like the Queen's Gambit. Classical. Old school. Slav defense, yeah, okay. I don't want him to come out with the bishop. So that's semi-Slav territory. Alright, maybe I should pin that knight. Or maybe just go e3. I feel like just going e3 today. That's not too dangerous, I feel. Just go here. Because that is a pretty good knight he got there. Maybe that was foolish of me to allow that. Because I'm not, maybe, but I think I'll try this anti-developing move. Then he will probably play f5. So that is, but I cannot allow that knight. He'll play f5. He will have a bind, and that would be, and that this would be a terrible bishop. Everything would actually be terrible there. So if I play g4 first, and I take, and then he takes there, and then I take there, and he goes, that would be exactly the same bind, except that I would have, I think I'll try that. Because otherwise I'm just getting squashed. Here maybe I can, there is some trick with c takes d. Oh. Yeah, he really wants to be able to play that. And I cannot really do anything about it except maybe try to just, this is a ridiculous hack attack with absolutely no. So take there, take there. Maybe I can. I think this move might work actually. He took that. He did that, and then he'll take there, and then I will. So what's my response? This is. I just take there. Like that, and he's threatening that, but if I go there and he takes, I'll take, and that'll be totally fine. So I'll just go there, I think. Oh. So now at least there's a fight of some kind. Now he's threatening the rook. It'll just move. Maybe. Alright, this is ridiculous, but if takes, check, and moves, and that is something to bear in mind. So maybe rook here, but it would have a hard time to defend that. So maybe just here, and then the sag idea might work anyway with takes, check. I think that works here. Takes, because if he takes, then check, and there will be no other, and then but I can't. Alright, so that's the thing. Takes, check there, and then when he moves the king, it's just this has to work. Also, I'm very low on time. So he has to take that. Otherwise, so alright. So he didn't take that. So I can just win the queen. Why on earth didn't he take that? Can I just win the queen here? Can I just go there, check, and if he goes there, I'll just take, and he'll take, and yeah, I'll just do that. So that's pretty good, and then there's this check. I think this is winning. Yeah. Huh, sorry about that. Yes, so pin that. And now I just have to watch my time. See, that's pinned, so I can attack it. And this is winning, but I'm very low on time. Throw that check. Kinda wins tempo. And that was nice. Yeah, I'm sorry for the shout there. I just saw some horrible tactics so he could swindle me, but no, it was sound. So, all right, let's see. Just a this is all standard stuff, and then there's this pin variation, and maybe I shouldn't have allowed this. How? I can't remember this exact thing, but here I had this problem that this knight was just, I couldn't get it, because I want a battery with queens on c2 and bishop on on d3. I'm sorry, to have like very nice light square domination against his king, and I want to be able to play e4, e5 maybe, but to open up this bishop, because it's never going to come alive on the a1 h8 diagonal, this diagonal. So we had a fight here, and I tried this. It's a pretty crazy idea, but I was a little desperate. But the idea is simply to try and attack his light squares here, so that I can somehow undermine his grip on the position. And I had this move, and I don't think he played the best way here. Because it wins a pawn, that is true. And it forced me to play this move. I think maybe taking with the rook to get the rook involved in the attack would have been better, maybe, or taking like that with the e-pawn. I don't think this move is, because I'll just win that sort of winning at tempo, and when it goes here, I'll just put my rook there, and that is actually, there's an attack there, and he played that, and I went in for this attack. And let's see, he has to take that, because if he doesn't, I'll win the queen like I did. So, but if he takes that, is that just a mate? Takes, and I take with the queen. Yes, that's just mate, because he will go there, his only move, and I'll just go there. That's checkmate from the rook and the queen. So that's checkmate. So actually, after this move, so how about moving the king? Is that an option? Moving the king, and then I'll take there, and in this position he has to somehow repel the threat of bishop takes g6, and I think maybe rook f6 would be sort of an active defense. But this position, I like this position for me, even if he can defend, because he would need some time to get these pieces out. They're sort of clumsy over here, and I could sort of half develop this to here by pressing e4 at some point and getting some nice control over this diagonal. He had to be afraid of that, and then just castle queenside. So yes, but knight d7 just loses to this, and check, and this is lost position. I think check. Could he? There's only one move there, and I think this is because I want to just bring in the forces, so I could attack, for instance, with bishop to h6, attacking the pinned piece, and maybe just taking with the bishop, something. This doesn't work because I'll just pin that and then use the tempo. He has to go back, and that's just completely lost. It's checkmate. So I hope you enjoyed that. Wasn't the highest quality game ever, but I think it was decent. Until my opponent blundered and allowed bishop takes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and have a nice day.